Hello everyone! Our third anniversary celebration may be over, but we have more news for you today. I'm Hiroki. I'm the producer of War of the Visions Final Fantasy Brave Exvius Global Version.
And hello everyone, I am Justin, the community manager for War of the Visions Final Fantasy Brave Exvius Global Version. And in this video, we're going to be talking about some of the all-new units, some campaigns, and some other things that are being released, so please enjoy.
In today's update, we are announcing our next collaboration, so please have a look. Yay! That's right. We'll be collaborating with the anime FULLMETAL Alchemist. During the fan meeting last year, we asked if there are any titles you wanted us to collaborate with. Many people mentioned FULLMETAL Alchemist. So we hope you really enjoyed the event.
For those of you who are unfamiliar, let me tell you a little bit about this show. So, alchemy is the science of understanding, decomposing, and reconstructing matter by the rules of equivalent exchange. Alchemists have a taboo, and it is human transmutation. Two young brothers, overcome with unbearable longing for their deceased mother, loses everything when they challenge this taboo. The older brother, Edward Elric, wears an automail and goes by the alias FULLMETAL Alchemist. The younger brother, Alphonse Elric, has his soul bound to a giant suit of armor. The two brothers, in order to regain what they have lost, embark on a journey seeking the Philosopher's Stone. As the siblings get closer to the truth behind the Philosopher's Stone, they plunge deeper into the helix of a giant conspiracy. The existence of those that are not human, plotting in secrecy, the military nation of Amestris gradually starts to show its true nature, endless grudge and desires for revenge of the oppressed citizens, the many tragedies brought forth by alchemy. The tragedies dotting the world forms a line in due time, gradually roping in people, the civilians, and even nations. The brothers, caught between despair and hope, must keep moving forward.
Now then, Justin, I'm sure the player want to hear more about the collaboration. Can you tell us them about the new unit?
Of course, I would be happy to. So, first up, we have Edward Elric. He is a wind-type UR with a cost of 90. His unique main job is, as some of you may have guessed, FULLMETAL Alchemist. His subjobs are Spellblade and Strider. He can utilize both striking and piercing attacks in battle. He also has several abilities that hit a wider area of effect and can grant buffs that reduce physical damage taken and raise resistances to area, piercing, and slash attacks. All of these factors boost his viability on the field, making him a consistently strong force on the front lines. Now then, let's have a look at his Limit Burst in action. His Limit Burst, FULLMETAL Rage, significantly lowers the target's defense for 3 turns, then deals a single hit of large damage. Weakening the opponent's defense first makes it easier to deal damage, meaning your ensuing attacks hit even harder. The diamond-shaped area of attack also allows you to reach enemies that are further away, making this a very handy limit burst to have. Blessing of the Truth raises both the area attack resistance of allies within the area around Ed for 3 turns, and also boosts his slash and pierce resistance for 3 turns. Boosting these resistances will give everyone a greater chance of surviving battle. Automail's capability bestows Ed's successful attacks with the ability to remove all of the target's buff for 3 turns and also grants him Protect. Foes will be more vulnerable without their buffs, and Protect will reduce any physical damage you take, making it easier to stay on the offensive. Stone Pillar Transmutation deals medium damage up to 2 targets and is guaranteed to hit. This is a great ability as it's a surefire way to deal damage to either 1 or 2 of even the most evasive targets. Edward Elric is an excellent unit whose high agility and strike attacks give him the upper hand against many opponents, including those in PvP matches. His sub-jobs are also fantastic. If you choose to make him a Spellblade, he can erect a barrier that greatly reduces magic damage. He can also raise his spirit and magic attack resistance, which will further protect him from magic-wielding units. If you make him a Strider, however, he will become a formidable attacker with the ability to bolster attack, remove courage, and break barriers that opponents put up. Overall, Ed is a versatile unit that can boost both your offensive and defensive, so I highly recommend adding him to your formation. So, Ed comes with this Day 1 login bonus of the FULLMETAL Alchemist collaboration that begins on April 19th. So please don't miss out on your chance to claim this great unit. Alright, next up we have Alphonse Elric, a lightning type UR unit with a cost of 90. His main job, Pursuer of Truth, is unique to him, and his sub-jobs are Ninja and Knight. Al's high HP, superior resistances, and ability to raise not only his defense and spirit, but slash and area attack resistances as well make him an excellent tank. He is also a very powerful debuffer who can destroy physical barriers, remove Protect, and reduce attack, CT, and agility. Alright, so let's see what his Limit Burst can do. His Limit Burst, Stone Enclosure, raises the attack before dealing 2 hits of large damage to the target, with a chance of inflicting slow for 3 turns. Naturally, this Limit Burst is designed to hit hard, but by successfully inflicting slow and delaying your foe's turn, you can set them up for further chains and damage. The ability Stalagmite Transmutation deals medium damage to targets within range and raises Al's defense and spirit for 1 turn. This is quite useful as it can potentially damage multiple foes while enhancing your ability to withstand enemy attacks. Izumi's Stance bestows a barrier on Al that reduces physical damage taken 3 times and raises his defense piercing rate for 3 turns. This means it not only mitigates physical damage taken, but also allows you to focus on dishing out decent damage to foes with high defenses. Focused Fist lowers the target's critical evasion rate for 3 turns, then deals a small amount of damage. Lowering the opponent's critical evasion rate will help you ensure your entire party can land their harder hits. Similar to his brother, Alphonse Elric has many qualities that will give him an edge over opponents in PvP and other content, like his plentiful HP, high defenses, and strike attacks, which many enemies are not resistant to. He is also the first unit with the ability to raise his resistances to elemental chains. This will make it easier for him to withstand concentrated attacks of the same attribute from the opposing team. If you choose to set Ninja as his sub-job, he will gain the ability to raise his accuracy and guarantee critical hits. He can even inflict poison to gradually lower the target's HP, which can be useful in battles of endurance. Setting him as Knight, on the other hand, will greatly increase his endurance by allowing him to boost his all-elemental resistance, debuff resistance, allow healing power, and HP limit. He can also debuff enemies by decreasing their attack, magic, agility, and acquired AP. All in all, this makes him an extremely versatile addition to your roster, so I definitely recommend giving him a try. Roy Mustang, as fans might expect, is a fire-type UR unit with a cost of 90. His unique main job is Emestrian State Military Colonel with Black Mage and Devout as sub-jobs. He boasts high magic power and accuracy, along with the ability to further boost that deadly aim and strip his opponents of courage, which makes him stand out among the magic attackers. He also has multi-hit abilities at his disposal, which allow him to effortlessly create powerful chains. With that said, let's see what his Limit Burst can do. His Limit Burst, Purgatory Firestorm, deals 4 hits of large damage based on his magic stat and lowers healing power for 3 turns. This is a very powerful offensive ability since it not only hits multiple times, but also hinders the enemy's healing capabilities. This should help you take down persistent foes that could otherwise out-heal the damage that you do. Triple Combustion raises Roy's magic attack resistance piercing rate for 3 turns, then deals 3 hits of medium damage to targets within range based on his magic stat. This ability will allow you to penetrate the magic defenses of even the most well-guarded foes, which translates to more damage when the ensuing attacks hit. Incinerator removes Protect and Shell from the target, then deals large damage based on Roy's magic stat. Burning through the protective buffs makes it easier for Roy and everyone else in the party to keep dealing damage. Attack Orders raises the reaction block rate of allies in the area around Roy for 3 turns and adds a Courage removal effect to his attacks for 3 turns, which activates before attacking. This will give you a great edge over the enemy by making your team less vulnerable to their reactions and by taking away any chances they might have for a comeback thanks to Courage. With high magic power and accuracy, Roy is a great addition to any PvP team as a magic attacker. His high agility and multiple hit attacks are great for starting powerful chains too, which can also make him an excellent choice for raid parties. His subjobs provide him with great options as well. Making him a black mage allows him to inflict status ailments such as sleep and poison, and absorb the target's TP and damage dealt. Setting him as a devout, however, gives him access to buffing abilities that can raise area attack resistance, slash attack resistance, attack, magic, and agility. To put it simply, he is an all-around fantastic unit that I think many players will love having in their party. King Bradley is an Earth-type UR unit with a cost of 100. His unique main job is Führer of Amestris, and his subjobs are Operative and Trick Lancer. He has impressive firepower, accuracy, and agility on his side, and his high defense piercing and slash attack piercing values means he can bring even the most resistant units to their knees. He also boasts support abilities that can decrease hate and increase movement, agility, accuracy, attack, defense piercing rate, and slash attack resistance piercing rate. This allows him to swiftly infiltrate the front lines and overpower the enemy with ease. He can also attack from afar and boost CT and accuracy, making him a highly effective attacker. So without further ado, let's see his Limit Burst in action. His Limit Burst, Dawn of a New End, raises the slash attack resistance piercing rate for 3 turns, then deals 3 hits of large damage to the target and raises his CT a small amount. Boosting his slash attack resistance piercing rate first means that the ensuing attacks will hit the target hard, even if they are highly resistant to slash attacks. And the increase to his CT will enable his next turn to come around a little faster, making this an excellent limit burst to use at any juncture of battle. Double Rend raises his defense piercing rate, then deals 2 hits of large, high accuracy damage to targets within range. This is a great ability to use against units with high defenses or evasion, as it is more likely to hit and deal a significant amount of damage. Assault Blade lowers the target's defense for 3 turns, then deals medium damage and removes all buffs. It also has an additional effect that significantly lowers the target's healing power while their defense is lowered. This is a powerful ability that can give you an edge in battle, as it not only allows you to deal more damage while the enemy's defenses are lowered, but also hinders their healing power at the same time. Totalitarian Blade deals 3 hits of small damage to a target. Though this ability doesn't land quite as hard as others, its 3 hits are very useful for creating chains. King Bradley is a powerful unit who possesses high firepower, accuracy, and agility. Add to this his ability to debuff his opponent's defenses and bolster his own slash attack resistance and defense piercing rates, and he becomes a juggernaut, even against the hardiest and sturdiest units, which makes him great for PvP. His subjobs only add to his grandeur. Making him an operative, he can use his abilities to erect barriers and boost agility and AP recovery. He will also have the ability to raise his evasion rate and decrease his likelihood of being targeted, which should help keep him alive on the field. Set his subjob to Trick Lancer and he can buff himself by raising his attack and critical hit rate, lowering the AP consumption, and also gain access to some abilities with piercing. All in all, King Bradley is an incredible unit, so I definitely recommend adding him to your lineup.
Thank you for a long explanation, Jesse.
You're welcome.
Yeah, but now that we know about the new unit, please tell us about the vision cards.
Okay, it's a long one today, folks, so be sure to take breaks while you watch this. The Vision card will be added alongside Edward and Alphonse. Believers in the Bonds of Brotherhood is a UR Vision card with a cost of 70. Its party ability is limited to units who can use spears, fists, and staffs, such as Devout, etc., and provides a boost to agility and unit attack resistance. Once it reaches max level, units will also see an increase to their strike attack. The bestowed effects raise slash attack and pierce attack resistances. Additionally, global players will see a boost in unit attack resistance and HP for Ed and Al. The card's party ability will grant your formation some extra speed and mitigate damage taken from enemies. The bestowed effects will buff your resistances, which should grant further protection from enemy attacks. And at max level, it bolsters the damage strike type units can do, which is great when going on the offensive. If you set this card on Ed or Al, they'll even see a boost to their health and unit attack resistance. This will, in turn, make Ed a bit beefier and bolster Al's capability as a tank, so I highly recommend using this Vision card with them. Of course, this card goes great with other units as well, so we hope you are looking forward to getting it. Alright, Defenders of the Bonds of Brotherhood. This Vision card will be added with Roy Mustang. Defenders of the Bonds of Brotherhood is a UR Vision card with a cost of 70. The party ability will raise the pierce attack resistance and magic attack piercing rate for units that it can equip swords, such as red mages, etc., bows, ninja blades, and gloves. Once it reaches max level, units will also get a boost to their critical hit rate. The card's bestowed effects raise magic and critical hit rate. Global players will also see a boost to Roy Mustang's magic attack. The party ability will help protect the equipping unit from pierce attacks while also augmenting the magic damage they can deal, even to resistant units. The bestowed effects will further magnify that power by raising the unit's magic, along with their odds of dealing critical hit. And the max level effect will further increase these odds for everyone. If you use this Vision card with Roy, his magic attack will see an even greater boost, which enhances his offensive capability as a magic attacker, so I recommend using it with him. But Roy certainly isn't the only one who can get good use out of this card. So if you have the chance, why not see who else pairs well with it? Ties of the Bonds of Brotherhood is a UR Vision card with a cost of 70. Its party ability gives a boost to critical hit rate and critical damage, but is limited to units who can equip swords, such as knights, etc., fists, and maces. At max level, it also boosts attack. Its bestowed effect increases attack and agility too. The party ability grants units a higher chance of dealing critical hits and makes those hits land harder. The agility boost from the bestowed effects enables the unit to attack quicker, and the attack boost will allow them to deal more damage. Bringing the card to max level will further amp up the damage you can do. You can acquire the card by completing specific content. Now, let's move on to equipment. Ed's pocket watch makes its debut as a new equipment item. This item can be equipped by anyone. At +5, it grants slash attack resistance +8 and pierce attack resistance +8. For Ed only, it grants critical hit rate +15, critical damage +15, and reaction block rate +30. Increases to slash and pierce attack resistance will provide protection for whichever unit has this equipped. If that unit is Ed, he'll receive extra bonuses, which can help him deal critical hits more often and with less risk of being countered. Al's chalk case will also be added as a new equipment item. Just like Ed's pocket watch, this item can be equipped by anyone. It grants a 15% boost to max HP, and if equipped to Al, it grants attack +30%, hate +5, +100 to defense debuff resistance if HP is 70% or above, and +100 to spirit debuff resistance if HP is 70% or above. The attack boost will allow Al to deal more damage, and the boost to his hate value will help him perform his tankly duties. Raising his debuff resistances will allow him to ward off damage too, which further enhances his capabilities as a slashing force for your team. Pyrotech's gloves are another addition to the lineup of equipment items. These gloves can be used by the job's Energist, Beach Blossom, Lord of the Underworld, Slime, and Emestrian State Military Colonel. It will give the user a +15 boost to their magic attack, and if equipped to Roy Mustang, it will grant him reaction block rate +30, magic attack resistance piercing rate +20, and man-eater upon magic attack +10. The boost to magic attack grants the wearer more firepower in battle. In Roy's case, his additional buffs reduce the risk of him being countered while also increasing the damage he can do on the field. State issue Military Sword also makes its debut as a new weapon. This sword can be used by the Führer of a Mistress and other sword-wielding jobs, which will all gain a 25% boost in attack. If equipped to King Bradley, it will grant slash attack up plus 15, slash attack resist piercing rate plus 20, and slightly increase CT once if he drops to 20% HP or below. The attack boost increases the wielder's damage, and the King Bradley exclusive buff allow him to deal even more damage with this sword and pierce through the opponents with high resistances. It will also help him act quickly in a pinch. As per usual, we will have some equipment items that will have a +6 enhancement unlocked, and some units receiving their second character quests with this update. The following equipment items will receive their +6 enhancement. Spine Blade. Accuracy rate +10 has been added to give this blade an extra edge. This should make it easier to land hits on your opponent. Gold Anklet. The existing effect of speed +8% for 2 turns from commencement of the battle will now become 3 turns. This is great for those who really need to act fast out of the gate. With this update, the following units will receive their second character quests. Satya. Fire units allies max HP +10%, fire attack +15, and own defense piercing rate +20, magic attack resistance +30, critical damage +20, AP recovery on critical hit 5. By increasing her existing magic attack resistance boost, she'll take even less damage than before. She'll also be able to deal more damage with the new boost to critical damage. The 5 AP recovery on critical hits is a powerful addition that will help expand your options for using abilities successfully. Ronan. Lightning unit allies max HP +10%, lightning attack +15, own area attack resistance +10, activation time -20%, agility +10%, pierce resistance +20, and magic attack resistance piercing rate +15. The agility boost will allow him to act faster than his opponents, and the increased piercing resistance will make it harder for his foes to hurt him. The augmented magic attack resist piercing rate is helpful when going on the offensive, as it makes it easier for him to damage enemies with high resistances.
Ooh, thank you for your long explanation. But wait, there's more.
Okay. So, we will be having a FULLMETAL Alchemist collaborative event. It will feature special FMA themed maps, a boss fight with the memorable villain Envy, and last but not least, an original collaborative scenario. We hope you enjoy the exploits of Ed, Al, who encounter Mont and the others after suddenly being transported to Ardra. To commemorate the debut of Ed and Al, a special quest will be available for anyone who wants to give them a try. You can see for yourself just how strong they are, so please check them out.
This ends our collaboration information section. Next up, we will announce the result of the recent popularity contest. As we mentioned, the unit tops the poll will get a new design in 2024. Well, let's find out. The winner is Jim! Yay!
All right, that sounds great, so congratulations. In any case, the people have spoken, and this unit will receive an all-new iteration sometime next year, so please look forward to it. And thank you again for everybody who participated in the contest.
And finally, we received a lot of comments on our 3rd anniversary live stream in March. And some of you asked when the Addison Ray unit will be released. We intended to make the announcement about that in the near future. So please hang tight, unit them. Okay, that's it for our latest information. What do you all think? Now finally, it's time to announce the present for this episode. Check out the detail on your screen.
All right, thank you so much, Hiroki, and be sure to claim your presents, everyone.
If you like this video, please hit like, subscribe to our channel, leave a comment, or share on social media.
That's right. We love to hear from each and every one of you. So thank you very much for watching, everybody out there, and thank you very much for playing War of the Visions.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.